What's up, you guys? So I wanted to react to this video mainly because I saw this video and a lot of people was in the comments and what they were saying bothered me a little bit, but I wanted to react to this video. So this is a video about a young lady and she find out that her husband is homosexual. So if you would like to watch, stay tuned. Hello, my name is Kay and Kim, and this is Knkemtv, where we do a bunch of shenanigans. Trust me, I know. Like today. So, like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to share because you're the reason why we're growing, and we definitely appreciate it. What's up, you guys? So today I watched this video on Instagram, and it bothered me. It bothered me for several reasons, and I wanted you guys to see my reaction to this video. And again, I'm going to explain the video to you guys because I want you to understand I have already seen the video. So my reaction is basically a secondary reaction, no pun intended. But okay, so this young lady has been in love with this guy. She met him when she was in middle school, high school. She's known him for years. They have 2 kids, and now she find out that he's gay. So I'm going to play the video and then I'm going to give my final thoughts on it.
I know a lot of people have been like messaging me, asking me what's going on, why I'm moving out. And it's because like I just found out that my husband and like the man that I've been with like since high school for like 12 years, like we have 2 kids together, and he just like let me know that like he's gay and that he's been gay and like he's been trying to fake it, but he just can't anymore. I'm feeling so many things. I'm confused, I'm angry, I'm sad, but I'm also happy that like I'm happy that he could like finally live his life and that he doesn't have to like hide himself anymore. But I don't know, I'm just feeling so many things. Anyways, I just want to thank everyone for their kind messages and words of like affirmation, just because it has really helped me get through, because like I've been with him since I was in high school. And so it's just like a lot, especially with 2 kids and like having to move out your whole life, like a whole life that you thought that you were gonna have, that it's gone now. And it's also hard because it's like no one really understands, because no one has been through this situation. Like no one that I know has been through this situation. And so it's just really hard. I just love him, and he keeps telling me how much he loves me and our kids, and like he never wanted to have to like leave, but that he just can't like pretend anymore. And I just want to be like supportive and just let him know that he has me like still on his side, and that I love him still. But it's just hard at the same time because like I spent the last 12 years with him building this life. It's like just crazy that like your whole life can just change in like a day. The nights are like just so lonely, and I have like the 2 kids to take care of. And it's like I just miss him and I miss our family so much. I know a lot of people.
Okay, you guys. So in this situation, there is 2 kids, right? One, I don't think she should have brought it to the internet, because the internet itself is very harsh. And a lot of the comments in her comments was not even from her original video. I got this from another outlet that is posting random stuff every day about other people's situation. So people are reposting this, and the comments are not very nice to the young lady. And you have to understand, when she met this guy, whether he intended to do it or not, he groomed her. Because I'm pretty sure in middle school, because that's when we start having feelings that we're not supposed to, or we supposed to. That's when we really start exploring our sexuality, is in middle school. So he knew he was attracted even at that young of age. I can understand exploring and all of this. But when it got to the point where you, from middle school to high school, something should have gave. I would have been open before the 2 kids came on this earth. I would have been open before the 2 kids came into existence, before you married her, before you brought her to this point where you're now confessing that you've always been like this. So you always knew that you wanted to be with a man. And this is not even a bisexual thing. This not. The baby she's holding looks really young. The baby she's holding looks really young. And it could have been a oops baby. But again, she's holding a young child. The baby she holding look not like it's under 2. For sure for that. So you messed up for your selfish reasons because you couldn't confess to yourself that I do love the same sex. Is that what we're doing? Because I don't get it. I don't get it because, like she said, you always knew this. And even though she's young and you groomed her somewhat, to me, I'm going to state my opinion. So if you don't like my opinion, I'm sorry. She's young. She met you when she was young. Her feelings for you. She still loves you. She forgives you. She's hurting. And you made this all about you and your feelings. Because you forgot. You were denying your body. You were denying your feelings. You were denying your emotions. And now you're selfishly leaving this person with 2 kids to raise while you go and live your happy life. That's not fair on the young lady that has stuck by you. I'm not saying stick with her. That's not what I'm saying. Because my thing was, you were so selfish that you brought 2 children on this earth with no intentions of raising them because you were too busy trying to hide who you were. That's where my issue came in. She can forgive you, but the way they're talking about this young lady, the things that they're saying is hurtful. And even though she put it on the internet because she's young. Again, she's young. This is going to be with her for a very, very long time. So, my opinion is she needs to get help. And you need to do everything you can do. I'm talking to her husband. To make sure her help transition. Because I just think about those small kids growing up in this shadow. I'm pretty sure with her going viral with this, your friends know, your parents know, your siblings know, your neighbor know, the people that sees you knows. And this won't go away anytime soon. She feels happy for you because you are free. In reality, you could have been free before the first child. That's why it bothers my mind that a person can actually screw with you to this extent, and only thing they get out of it is, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go and live my life. Why you have to pick up the pieces of your life. She never thought that she would be without you, while you were thinking about being with the same sex. And the fact that you're telling her this led me to believe there is a third person in this relationship that she may or may not know about. Because why now? You've been fighting it. You fought it for years. Why now come out? That's because you continue to be selfish. Even though it's not stated here, I guaranteed you fell for the same sex or somebody of the same sex. And now you want to explore that relationship. Forget about the kids. Forget about the wife. Forget about how you have used her as your shield to cover up your homosexuality. Forget all that. Because now I got a chance of opportunity of love and I don't want to hide it anymore. I believe 99% there's somebody in the background waiting for you while she has to move out with her 2 kids and try to make it work for the next couple of months. Whether you're there financially or not. And this could have all been resolved years ago if you just stopped running from your sexuality. I don't mind you being homosexual. That has nothing to do with it. What I mind is you done left 2 small babies that now this is going to follow them for the rest of their life. They're going to see their mother on the internet. Lose nothing. Even if you delete it fast, there's still traces of it on the internet. And this went viral. Her babies are going to see this one day. Your babies are going to see this one day. And they're going to be a lot of resentment. They're going to need a lot of help. Because I guarantee the way she is now, accepting, it's going to come some resentment in there. She is going to need counseling. She's going to need help. She's going to need a lot of financial backing. Because don't forget, it's 2 small kids. They're not even, one of them not in school. That's 18 years for her to deal. And hurt people hurt people. I say that all the time because it's the truth. A lot of people would think I would have, because again, I don't talk about religion and I'm not being harsh at all. I'm being realistic. I know a lot of people will come at me and tell me that I'm trying to swing this from the religious point of view. I don't care anything about a sexual orientation. I don't. It don't matter if he's straight, gay, bisexual. It does not matter. What matters to me is now you've left this woman who you promised to be with, who you use as a shield, with 2 kids, and in an emotional wrecking state because you were selfish. We could have done this way before. We could have gotten to the point where let's be adults. Let's call it quits. Tell you I prefer to hurt you early on in the game than to wait years to hurt you. I remember being in a situation where I had a friend. You know, you guys know I always use my example, my life example as an example through my friends and what I've observed. I had a friend. She was in love with this guy. But this guy did not want to be with her. But my friend was a hard worker. My friend made sure she was saving money. She would give this guy money. She would do for this guy. When his car went down, she was one of the first ones to be like, oh, babe, let me give you $1,000 to fix your car. And we were young. We were in our early 20s. So who was giving out $1,000 in their early 20s? A person who has been working since she was 14 years old. That's who. I was so shocked this girl gave this man $1,000. Mind you, he did not want to be with her. That's what my problem was. So eventually she wind up getting in a situation with another chick. Because again, he didn't want to be with her. So even though he was with her, he was with other people. And the other chick literally was pregnant. So not only did he lie to her and manipulated her because financially she was doing all right, he went out and cheated on her. Because she was, and this is what I don't get. Even back then, this woman had to know because my friend and him was living together. So you had to know that he had somebody living with him in the apartment that the majority of the time he couldn't even contribute to. So they were living together. All his family members knew that that was the woman he was supposed to be with. So for him to impregnate somebody, I'm pretty sure, because you knew enough to confront my friend about it. You knew that much. And then she thought that, because again, guys lie, that that was his apartment, that the car that he was driving was his, that the money that he was spending was his, and it was not. He barely kept a job. So all the little McDonald's and Burger King dates that he was taking you on, all the little mall shopping that he was doing, and that wasn't even his money. Let's just be real. So of course, I'm looking at the situation with this guy put her in, and it's the same thing. It is the same thing. One, he didn't take responsibility for anything, because now he gets to live the life open and free. Two, she has to move out. So now she has to rip the Band-Aid off, take her kids to a better situation, or what we perceive as better, because at the time of this recording, she is crying. She's hurt. She's in pain. But although she's, again, I feel happy for you. Not me. No, ma'am. It boggles the mind how much therapy she's going to need after this. She's going to have trust issues. She's going to have an empty hole in her chest because she loves you. So all I'm saying is, in this situation, I really think you need to just go ahead and find her a therapist and get her some therapy. There is really no way to get around it. Really, there isn't. She's going to need therapy. Eventually, the kid's going to need therapy. All the way around needing therapy. But that's my take on it. I know you may feel different. I wish the best for her. And I wish she finds somebody that's better than him. But I really want her to heal first. Because again, this was a lot. She has to now act like everything fine, while he gets to go on and be happy with somebody else. And live his best life. Now that he's open. When we make these mistakes, we're not thinking because we're acting selfish. We're not even considering the other person's feelings. Because again, she said he always knew he was gay. In this case, he didn't stay true to himself, and he brought 2 innocent or 3 innocent people in his life, and eventually is going to wind up to catch up with him. And I know this may not be what y'all want to hear, because I'm not going to bash her as a woman for falling in love and being with somebody. I'm not even mad at him that he fell in love with a man, because I have no dog in this race. What I'm concerned about is the kids and her mental health. Because at the end of the day, he knew his feelings, but she didn't. And marriage doesn't work that way at all. So that was my take on it. Leave your take or whatever you want to leave down below. I promise you I'm going to answer. I've been answering all of my comments. I know you guys see that. But I want you to understand that my take don't have to be your take. We don't have to agree. And I want to make that clear. Again, this has nothing to do with his sexual orientation. It has something to do with him not being adult about his decisions and knowing that he prefer men, and not telling her early on before they brought 2 kids into the marriage and got married in general. So you can't deny your feelings. If you don't love somebody, you just don't love them. Plain and simple. Sometimes love grow, yes. But more than likely, if you don't love that person, especially if you love somebody else or you love the same sex, it's not going to work out. Not even 100%. Not, I would give it less than 5%. So that's my take on it. Thank you for coming to my channel. You guys, we are so lit. I am so appreciative of everybody that's subscribing to this channel. I know. I've been knocking them out. I stopped because I was getting sick. And plus I was working, plus doing videos. It was just becoming a whole lot of, a lot. But I do plan on doing Vlogmas. Look forward to that. So like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to share on this channel. And we appreciate it. Have a good day. Look at this thing going on. Really? My nigga? My hair looks so good. Why is it going off? I don't know. Car hit me from nowhere. Now I got medical bills that I can't pay. That ought to be a law. Y'all remember that commercial?